Shenanigans, the 24-karat lion, Jeremiah Goldmane.
Let's go.
That's where you hold for the applause.
Like
They'll be edited
if we had
in.
like
It's
if we had
called
a studio
post.
audience, there'd be applause.
No, yeah, but you don't need that. You just Gilly can put it in post. It's a thing.
That is very true.
We'll be good there, you know.
Bet.
We got who do we got? We got super BrainJerk Entertainment fanboy Ryan Mahoney saying, "What up, fellas?
What up?
Shout out to him."
What up?
CSLRC Lorne gave a thumbs up. Yep, shout outs there. Sharon
Ooh, he's in
Farnham
Montreal. Shout out from
Farnham says, "What up, y'all?"
Hi, Mom.
Was that your mom?
Yes, that's
Oh, hi, Keith's mom. Who's your favorite person on the show?
Gilly the
Jeremiah.
kid.
I know. I just wanted her to type it, so like, that would be funny.
Pretty sure Shirley said he cool.
He cool.
there it
He's
is.
cool.
He wins. It's over.
Ah, but
Very
yeah, man.
nice.
Rob, I'm glad to be here. I mean, I've been coming out now for like 3 weeks straight. Might as well just make it official.
Like a referee with a
Eh.
whistle.
Dog.
Bada boom.
I
Shout
like
out to
that.
our
I like
boy.
that actually. That was good. Official, like a referee
Shout
whistle.
out to Steve.
Where was this
D-Dub.
fire? See, that was funny. Where was this earlier today? Before we get to our topic, right? Like, because earlier today we had an experience. We had our first official like show outing today, right? We
Right,
were
right,
on a
true.
Pizza
Company outing.
Wars,
We
right?
had a Pizza Wars.
All right, it was like y'all two versus DT Dub, and then surprise, I
Surprise,
was
there
in
you
it.
were. You just
Surprise,
showed
surprise.
up.
The third host.
Yeah, like I said, why is Jeremiah here? I'm just chilling. And like we were good. I think we held the secret down.
I learned that you were related to the lanes today.
Yeah, Jeremiah
Yeah, yeah.
Goldlane. Like it's Goldmane's just
Jeremiah.
my stage name,
Right.
right? It's really easy if you just change one letter, like you'll
Right,
respond to it.
True.
But like, no, it was cool. I think we hid the secret well, you know, like we chilled out. It was pretty good. But like, I don't know. How'd you guys feel about the pizza thing, man? I thought it was fun. It was an
I had a
experience.
fantastic time.
Right.
You know,
I had a
excited you work
fantastic
at a pizza
Right.
place.
So I do
normally.
pizza all the time.
Yeah, it's
I
like
love
how
it.
was it making pizza for like entertainment purposes versus for like
Getting paid
angry
for it.
drunk people on a Saturday?
Oh well, I mean, it felt the same.
It felt the same,
not
but in
a
a
lot
different
went-
kitchen?
Right, just everything was the same, but a different kitchen, I guess.
What'd you guys make today?
We made a famous
that
Southern
Southern
style
style.
chicken dinner pizza.
We made squared circle shenanigans, Southern style chicken dinner.
Famous.
No,
There's no famous on it. It's not
No.
famous yet.
Southern style
Topped with Mama's
No.
Southern gravy.
with the special sauce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
special sauce.
With our finger licking good special sauce.
Right.
And then
I
DT
thought it was
Dub.
delicious.
It was, bro, it was I
pretty
enjoyed
good.
it. I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
You
Yours
had,
was great too.
yours was really good too. as well.
Man, well, I thought outside the box. I wasn't necessarily like, man, let me just give you my favorite combination. No, my favorite I love stuffed crust dog because it gives you a cheesy filled breadstick at the end. So that's what I made.
Or in the beginning.
I brought a new style of pizza to the game versus freaking like just toppings, you know, like so I liked it. Like you can put whatever you want, man. At Lane's Pizza right now, get it stuffed crust pizza. It's called Champ
No,
Crust.
go ahead and
there.
order the squared circle shenanigans.
You can get the
pie.
squared circle shenanigans on a Champ style crust, and I get the point. So you can do that too. But you can get anything Champ style crust right now at Lane's Pizza.
You could
15. Bro, think about that. That's a
could get one of
large
each.
stuffed crust pizza for $15. 5 toppings. That's a damn good deal.
That's very
Real
true.
talk.
Very
Like
true.
like non-competition aside, that's a
Right.
good deal.
That's very true. Very, very good.
This is true.
You could get one of each pizza.
You could,
Let's-
you should, because like they made
well,
a gyro.
you can get
I was
you
gonna
can
say,
get
let's
two of
not
the three
try-
piece. You
let's
can just go
not
get two of
forget.
the three pizzas.
Spooky
let's
and
not
Dev,
forget-
man, they came
yes.
with the fire today. I give them
DTW
a shout
brought
out.
A Greek pizza.
They did. It was the Greek Freak, the what's his name, the Giannis Antetokounmpo, as it's been now dubbed.
Okay, good.
Right.
I like it.
Like, well, he's the Greek Freak, so you know, and like it was good. Like I will say,
It was.
I will say it's like
Well,
it's simple.
delicious.
It's not a lot it's not a lot going on. It's some Euro meat, which I love Euro meat. Like I have a weakness for that. Lamb
Yeah.
and beef together is
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
delicious. You got the feta cheese, you got the homemade tzatziki sauce though. like the spooky family recipe.
Oh yeah, they
Like, I
made
like.
it.
That stuff was.
I'm not
good.
gonna say what was in it, but man, that was fire.
It was
Like,
really good.
if anything, they're gonna add that sauce to. Oh, they could do a
Something.
Greek salad now.
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
as the dressing.
yeah, bro. This contest has been so good for them. They've added so much, like
Bro.
actual, like the mac and cheese pizza.
Yes.
Like they've added so much stuff they're gonna have to their menu. But I digress. This sounds like a pizza podcast, and it's not. It's actually a wrestling podcast where
is,
we
yeah.
discuss different topics of wrestling. But before we get to that, we do have those things known as sponsors.
That's right.
So we might as well give them a shout out real
All
quick.
right,
So,
Keith.
gentlemen, I'll toss it your way.
Go ahead, Keith. We'll let you go. We'll take this. Let you take this one.
I gotta
They're not on the wall out here.
I know.
Keith just can't look at the wall.
Oh, all right. Sorry. All right. We'd like to give a huge thank you and shout out to the sponsors, which would be the Little Brown Jug, Amaya's a Fresh Mexican Girl, IWR, Pro Wrestling Edge, DTW, Deb's Floral, Ruthless Pro Wrestling, Lane's Pizzeria, Monroe Sports Center, Mugsy's, and 8 Mile Vodka, and Neiman Cannabis. Thank you to all of you guys.
Thank you. All righty. Well, let's get into it. Last week there was a bunch of wrestling that went on.
A huge amount.
Like we did
Dog,
the
it was a
predictions.
back-
bunch
back
of
to
shows,
back.
man.
Yeah, a
It
lot of
was
shows
shows.
this weekend. Show after show after show.
Well, like that's Cinco de Mayo weekend, man. You know what I mean? Like Cinco de Mayo weekend, you always got a lot because there's like every city has a festival,
Some
if
kind
you
of
right.
will.
So
festival for
there's
sure.
wrestling all around.
Yes.
Like, and that's the cool thing about wrestling is like it's not just wrestling; it's multicultural. You know, like it goes into so many different aspects of culture and cultures, like lucha libre.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
So
So yeah, well, IWR was this past Thursday.
good show.
Very good show.
I unfortunately
show.
wasn't able to attend,
Well,
but
Why?
I had the kids had their choir concert.
What? They're in choir?
Mhm.
That's crazy.
They did a great job.
That's crazy. Nothing about them screams angel.
No,
Except- and all
being
they do
good.
is scream. I'm very shocked by that.
that's all right. No, they did a great job, but unfortunately, I was there, but it's all right
Where would you have rather have been?
there.
Okay. Good answer. I'll ask you when we're not on cameras and your wife isn't watching.
Well, IWR was a fantastic show.
So I'll just go with my predictions and see if I did good. So you
Okay.
guys can talk about.
All right,
that.
all right,
You
all
were
right.
there.
I
You were there as
factually
well.
was
You
there.
were- You were.
I was there. I was on the show.
You were
I was a
part
part
He
of
was
it,
a part
man.
of the show.
I was
We should,
victorious,
uh,
mind you,
oh,
too.
Oh, well, then I got that one right.
We
then.
should talk about that first. The big Bryce Sullivan.
So you found an update from last week. You found out what a
I found out what a sway
so
archer
what is,
was.
Since I
I
what's a
found
sway
out a
archer?
sway. Well, it used to be a wrestler. All right. But like, you know, like me and Bri, we went out. I did the thing where I'm all beautiful and pretty and like, look at me. Right. And then Bri was all like, "Brr, brr, ah, boom. And he was smashing stuff. And then we destroyed the sway archer. And then like, I don't know, I was in a mood. I was having a mood. And so like I wasn't done. I wanted like we won, but like I wasn't done yet. You know, like
Did you sick your monster on him?
I was about to. Right? Like, all right, Scotty, let me level with you. Like, don't you hate it, right? When your monster is about to destroy someone, but then another monster just comes out the water, and now you
Right.
got to fight that, right? So there I am, right? About to just have Bri wreck this guy because why not? And freaking all of a sudden, Big Khan's music just starts blaring,
Yeah.
and he returns.
Well, that's
No,
great.
it's super dope,
I
right?
was-
Any
was
other
thoroughly
time of the
enjoyed that.
year, bro, I'm all about watching Big Khan just come out and murder stuff, but not while like I'm out there with my monster destroying stuff, you know, like because like I can't stop Bri when he's in monster wreck mode, you know, like
So,
look at me, I'm not built for that.
no, monster versus monster.
Yeah, so like you gotta let him go at it, and then you know it's Khan. What are you gonna do? So like Bry had to get hit real quick, and then he wanted to go back in, and I was like, no, listen,
We don't want no more of that.
we don't.
We're good for now.
We don't do
We'll-
that.
You
all
picked up the
right.
W. That's all.
Right.
You don't need to go
You
back.
won, we'll wait. Come on.
Listen, Batman never wins fight one. All right. And we're the heroes. We're the heroes of this story. We're the heroes of every story. We're winners. Winners write history. Okay. We're heroes. Thank you. Anyways,
Alrighty.
so we're regrouping, right? And then Khan just also destroys himself a Sway Archer because if you didn't know, that's the new hip thing is destroying Sway Archers.
Just
Destroy
destroy 'em.
Archer.
Like if you didn't destroy a Sway Archer last week, lame. You didn't even celebrate Cinco de Mayo, right? Sorry.
Slay.
Bet. All right. So we'll keep going.
I'll say what else did you give me your predictions? You
So
have it
I
listed.
took
so
okay. So with we can go to Sam Beal versus KJ.
who you got?
I took Sam Beal on that match.
I believe you were correct. Yeah.
The
Sam
Perminator.
Beal-
Oh yeah, Perminator.
Sam Beal
Perminator.
did pull it off.
That's what I like to hear.
He did Perminator-y things.
Very true.
Suckeye Sam was in action.
He was.
Did he get beat up?
No.
No, yeah, no.
Damn it.
No, he did not.
All right.
But him and Mean Gia are gonna have
That's what it
a
was.
brawl, man.
He technically did not fight.
Yeah, he
was
didn't have a
supposed
fight.
to, but they backed out.
But they
and then
but they
Gia
set
came
up.
out.
Yeah, he had a strategic retreat as well.
Yeah.
And we'll be taking on Mean Gia here in June 15th.
IWR 20
21, man. Legal.
Getting there.
IWR legal.
IWR can drink now.
IWR legal.
Well,
That's
and
just the
that's
name,
what-
man. IWR legal.
Love it.
All right. What did you have next?
Shout out to Gary, man. Gotta love that guy.
So
Gary and I
Mean
are doing
Gia
some good
versus
work.
Danny Jax. I
Okay.
picked Mean Gia.
Mean Gia did it.
Mean Gia did win,
win.
and then
Okay,
that
good.
set up
So-
that set up
all right.
the Buckeye
Yeah.
Sam.
So Nikki Ratu versus Zach Thomas. I picked Grimy Zach Thomas.
That was a surprise. Nikki
yeah, no, actually you were wrong there. Nikki Red
Ratu
too
pulled it
got
off
over our
with
boy.
with a roll up, basically.
Yeah, bro,
Are
our
you
boy
serious?
Grimy
He rolled up his-
Zach Thomas did not.
Zach went to do
pick
to
that
do his
dub.
finisher, and
Yep.
Zach kind of flipped it and did a.
Well, I've been
That
right.
was one of your upsets of the night.
I've been right
That
this
was-
entire
that was
time.
The only one that I got wrong.
Damn. So that would lead me to Diener versus the Dread King.
Already.
I picked Dread King Logan because
Why
he's
not?
the Dread King.
Well, the Dread King was victorious.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dread King
Very
came through.
nice. Very nice. So then now
Diener had a heck of a match. He did a decent amount, and he did pull it off. But in the end, the Dread King was the winner.
that's what I like to hear.
It was a good match.
So
It
then
wasn't fair.
what was not fair about it?
Well, because Diener didn't have all his people with him.
He has to have all his people with him.
No,
No, I don't think he has to, but, like, I know I do better with the support of my friends.
well,
I don't understand.
Well,
I don't understand. No. I don't understand why if somebody like Diener wants to have his friendship out there to power him through, right? It makes him a bad guy. But when some stupid ponies and crap do it, it's a child show. All right, Scotty, that's some biased crap. Why can't Cody Diener have friends that support him?
Well,
I said Scotty.
He can.
Not according to you just
Well, I
now.
know, I just asked.
No,
he
not
has,
according to
he
you.
has to have friends out there.
You don't have to, but
Oh,
like,
okay.
don't you prefer him better when your friends come to watch?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
all right. Well, with you being wrong, apparently in Jeremiah's, I'm just gonna point
I
out
mean, I
that,
picked it right.
that technically you.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, man, you should have his friends out there.
He does have friends,
But
Big
they
Con
weren't
was
out there. But he
Big
wasn't
Con-
out there
Big
with them.
Con came out.
Not for Diener, did he?
It's true. He didn't, but he was there, so it's technically still moral support. In the
Okay.
background.
All right. So then, did the Rascals retain their titles?
They did.
Unfortunately.
Yes, Trey. and Myron.
Unfortunately.
Awesome.
But-
Love it.
The
It was a good
the
match,
reason why
too. It was a good
PTA
match.
Was Tommy Vendetta with Aaron, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Why does that make a difference? Why if
Well,
it's
I mean,
Tommy?
It doesn't. I was just saying.
Or-
He was just
Yeah,
letting you know
Bryce
which
or
pairing it
Aaron.
was.
Yeah,
He was just
Okay,
letting you
they
so-
know.
had a different pairing up there.
Ah,
Because I think
okay.
advertised was Isaiah
Yeah.
and Aaron.
Well,
Aaron
that's what
Isaiah.
happens with having
Card subject to change,
Yeah,
I
man.
was just
the
saying,
Death Threat Army
was-
can.
And also, that's an advantage.
That's
They have
right.
like 10 members. They
have
just,
about
yeah.
13 people. I was just saying, what they
That's fine.
advertised was not there. So it was
That's
just
okay.
different.
That's why the concepts are
one of your
considered.
sponsors commented and said it's spooky Elios. He said he
Steven.
thought this was Nick Jr.
You're Nick Jr.
You hear that, Spooky? You're Nick Jr. Riveting insults coming at you from Scott.
I had to get a drink. My
Oh,
mouth
and
was
then
dry.
Devin Rucker said Scotty hasn't had a salad in years with an upside down face.
What does that matter? But I have. But I also would eat a lot more salads if they were made out of pizza.
And then Stelio said, y'all still suck.
You still suck.
Or actually, he said, had y'all stuck.
Had y'all stuck.
Oh, he's making fun of you, too. Not me. I'm reading things, Stelios. Leave me alone.
Spooky, what are you doing?
Oh, he's coming on your podcast trying to rail it down. Like he's trying to bring you down. So you got to power through right now. You got to come at him.
Through. I'm
You got to come at him. You got to bring
along.
the heat like you guys were doing in the kitchen today. So we've got over sponsors. We've talked about what we did earlier today, right? So you know what?
There's 2 more matches for my WR.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
So,
Continue.
We got the triple threat for the IWR United States
That was
Championship
really good.
between Top Notch, Ace Austin, and Rich Swann. I picked the champ, Rich Swann, to retain.
Well,
do I got news for you?
and
Top Notch won the title.
And new.
United States champion Ace Austin.
Bullet Club taking over.
Bullet Club.
Love the Bullet Club.
I chose him too. I was happy.
Well, then the main event,
There's
there's 2 more matches.
That's 3 now.
Oh, yeah. Well, not, yeah, the 3 main event matches. I'm sorry. Well, DBA and Rhino versus the Team Special Forces.
the A team.
Eh.
Anyway, what did you choose?
DBA and Rhino, because who wouldn't pick the DBA?
This
Ever.
guy, the guy who got it right, because the A team ended up pulling it out and winning.
They
Why?
did. A team did pull that out also.
Why?
Why? Because Rhino ended up getting suspended, I believe it was.
Why
Yeah,
not?
Rhino got suspended.
Why? What did he do?
The
I don't-
Canadian referee told Gary he wanted him fined
Like a
or
f-
suspended because he speared him multiple times.
Yeah, because he's an official. And even if he's from Canada, that doesn't mean you can tackle somebody. That's not how the world works. And that's
Yeah,
what
so-
Rhino was doing.
So I think they said that he was suspended for like 2 shows or something like that, 2 or 3.
So then it was
And
DBA
so
and who?
DBA got a new partner that
Yep.
the Canadians chose themselves, which was the Lone Wolf A7s, I believe.
Okay.
And they ended up losing to the A team.
And that all, yeah, it turns out that was a setup.
Yes.
Like
Is
A7s,
A7s
yeah, that was a
Canadian now?
setup.
Well,
He's no,
yeah,
he's not
A7s,
Canadian. He
he's not-
just likes
yeah.
money.
So he took whatever and he attacked. the
Oh,
DBA.
Shogun returned.
Oh, yes. that
Ooh,
is
Shogun
very nice.
returned, but apparently he's Canadian now.
Well, with
Dude.
that being said, let's get into the main event, which was
King Latimer.
Vladimir versus.
Madman Fulton. But like I said, as much as I love Madman, I had Johnny Bravo.
All day, man. But like Madman
Yeah,
Fulton
Madman.
put on like the show of show dogs. Like I seen him. I was on like 2 shows with him this weekend, right? And like my man is, first of all, if you have a wrestling promotion and you want to make it better and like, you know, more just prestigious, dog, man, you get the main event monster, Madman Fulton. That guy always delivers. And IWR Cinco de Mayhem, dog, he delivered, dog, man.
He
Took
put
it.
on
The
a
man
show.
almost beat the entire A team by himself.
For real.
Like
He's a
real
monster.
talk. He is. He's the main event monster.
Literally.
And like he almost pulled it out. But
So I was right though. Vladimir won that.
yeah,
What did-
King
what did
King
Johnny
Vladimir
Bravo do to-
routines.
To cause that.
Well, here's the thing.
lot.
Johnny Bravo technically didn't cause the.
Johnny
finish
Bravo
to be
got
messed
kicked
up.
in the you know what,
Canadian-
man. He got
Canadian
kicked in the
nuts.
he got
Johnny
kicked in the
Bravo got-
tidbits.
Yeah, Johnny Bravo.
He got kicked in- yeah.
beat up, and so
He
it
got kicked
brought
in the
out-
tidbits, dog.
That brought out multiple people like Rod Rageous.
Rodriguez came out. Kenny Urban was
Rodriguez.
there.
And then
Hot Kenny.
Everybody's
one and
getting
only
sick of Canada, dog.
Shogun Jackson Stone. Everybody was hyped.
Shogun
He
returns. You
beat-
thought Shogun was gonna like
was
He's gonna
help.
be a monster. And
T-Nix came out.
Tanner Nix did.
Tanner
come
Nix was
even
out
though
there.
Kicked Johnny Bravo.
He kicked Johnny in
Well, he
the
owes-
Timbits.
Johnny
Got
Bravo
his
owes
check
him money.
back.
Yep, he took a
He still owes
gigantic check.
Johnny Bravo owes him money.
No, he got it back.
You got it back.
He came and
Got
took the
big
check back, dog.
He got the check.
So he got the check, and
But
then
in the
like
end,
then the Chase, then the Saint Bros, Chase and
yeah.
Corey Saint came out.
the
They
team
brought out a table like they've been doing, you know.
up in the
They set it
corner
up in the
and
corner, like trying to help, like, you know, Madman
I
out.
believe.
No, the Saint Bros are Team IR Dub, man, or IWR. Their team Insane Wrestle. You know what I mean? Like
For sure,
they're definitely with
CWO
Rhino.
can suck it.
And like so like they're out there, they set up the thing to try to help Madman out. And then boom, Shogun comes out. Here it is. Like, we're gonna save the day. And then right before he grabs King Latimer, he goes swerve. And he grabbed Madman Fulton and put Fulton through the table, dog.
Gave him a weird version of a spear, basically. Through the
Yeah,
table.
put him through the table. Team Canada remains.
Yep.
Your IWR champions and overlords, man.
You did mention that the very first ever IWR heavyweight champion returned.
Yes, Big
Yeah.
Con. He brought out the Legos.
He
You
did.
mentioned that was one of the biggest.
Yeah,
best
like
part.
he, bro,
He
it,
put 4 people
was intimidating, dog. Like,
on the Legos with a choke slam.
oh yeah, he did come out at the end too.
That's what I'm saying, 'cause
Yeah,
that's probably set up because I said the main event.
Sway
He's
Archer on it.
Vladimir's defending the title against Big Con.
yeah.
I see the
Brought out the Legos in the beginning and destroyed somebody, and then after that,
Destroyed
brought
Sway
out
Archer.
the
He
Legos.
destroyed Sway Archer in the
Ooh,
Legos.
Sway Archer and 2 security guards with the Legos.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. They tried to get security out of it. He was just not having it.
Big
He
Condos.
could leave on his own accord,
so he
and we learned that.
so he started beating up your guy. They started going at it,
Yeah.
and then he decided to just beat up a Sway Archer.
Well,
too.
no. All right, so hear me out. They started to fight each other, and then Bry said, like Bry, like he dropped for a second, so I pulled him out. I was like, "We're done. You don't need to get up. Like, listen, I know you can beat him. All right, it's not a question of like can you. It's when would you, right? And it's not today. We already won. We're tired. You're not at full. Con, we don't know what he's been doing. He could have extra strength, right? You don't know right now, but I do know you just wrestled. And even though we just destroyed this guy, it still takes a lot out of you. So come on, let's go back. We're gonna revitalize, recharge, all those other words, and we're gonna come back, and now we'll address the con stuff later
Okay.
on an even playing field, not when
Right.
con dictates, but when we dictate,
All right.
And like that's what, so
So-
we didn't run, we didn't get beat up. It's called a strategic retreat. We castled. You ever play chess?
Mhm.
We castled.
Just move back.
Yeah, we just did the swap, the king and the rook.
But
Yeah.
yes, after that, Sway Archer thought he was helping him, so he patted him on the back. And Khan did
Ooh,
not
yeah, that
like
was
it.
funny though. That
Don't
was
touch Big
funny. I ain't
Con.
gonna
Yeah.
lie to you, dog.
And so Big Con came around, gave him that look, and then grabbed him and hit him with something, and then went and got the Legos.
And a
dumped
bunch of
him.
the crowd went
Oh, yeah.
ape shit.
Wild.
They definitely missed people getting murdered in Legos.
And then so he put him out, destroyed Sway Archer, and then they sent out 2 security guards, one smaller dude and one bigger dude, and he just destroyed them. 2 moves,
That makes me
one
happy.
knockout, and
I'm
a
happy to
and a
hear he's
choke
back.
slam through the Legos.
All
It was
right.
done.
So yeah, well, damn, that was a good. That sounded like. I mean, I'm mad that I missed it, but it sounded like a great show.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right,
Jeremiah, his guy got the dub. So there you go.
Oh yeah, man. No,
Sure,
no,
for
we
sure.
always eat, bro. Listen, dog. We on what I call the Sam Beal diet. All right.
Okay.
You know how like the keto diet, you don't do carbs. On the
Ooh.
Sam Beal diet, you just eat dubs. That's where we are.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, did we get the tag belts 2 shows ago? No, but it ain't always about that. Like that's it. That was strategy, and we're gonna get the belts. You watch. So, guys, let's do that thing we love to do. We have a topic. We love to talk about it. I
For
mean,
sure, for sure.
We already know what it is. This week, it's one of the best years in vintage wrestling. If you, it's so weird to call '90s wrestling vintage wrestling, man. It's really odd, but like that's like 20 or 30, yeah, like 30 years, dog. That's crazy. It's gross. I'm old. That's all that means. I'm old.
It's not 30.
So 1997.
Well, no, 1997. It's less than 30, but it's close enough that if you round it up,
I'm 30.
I'm 35.
Unfortunately.
35. Who cares?
26 years. Let's, you know.
All right.
So
26 is 30 for
So
all
a
intents
lot
and
of
purposes.
notable shit happened in the 97 in
97
particular.
in particular is just like one of those years. Like it's like, oh man, that's a 97. Oh, this is a good year.
Well, WrestleMania 14. That, I mean, the debut of a bunch.
Like
Goldberg in particular. That started the 100
the streak, man. The OG streak.
170,
Dog. Goldberg was amazing. I loved Goldberg.
173 or 172 or whatever it was.
Like OG run at Goldberg, man. As a child, I was hype AF. Dog. I was like,
Every kid was a
"Woo!"
Goldberg fan.
He's my
Unless
hero.
you were an older, like a little bit older kid, and then you were an NWO fan.
Bro, I loved both. Like you could be a fan of it. I was a fan of wrestling, dog.
Touche.
Like it was like, listen, Goldberg or the NW. But like, how do you, even if you like the NWO, how do you not like Goldberg, right? Because like the guy just nobody cuts people down in a minute like that. Like that good. Like I'm telling you, like it was just presented so well.
Exactly. His debut match against. Do you know who victim? Do you remember who victim number 1 was?
Was it Hugh Morris?
It was.
Yeah, look at that.
I get hyped when I see.
Look
Bill
at that,
DeMott come
dog.
out,
Look
and
at
Hugh
that. Your
Morris.
boy here got knowledge.
Yeah, listen.
It was
Number
Hugh
1.
Morris, which is humorous.
But yeah, dude, I can remember being a kid in his debut, and then just the. What was it? 150, like 2
Well, they
years,
added a
over
lot.
2
No,
years, 3
they
years
added
until
a
he
lot,
left.
bro. They the numbers don't track if you follow week by week, like watching Nitro on the like Peacock Network.
Listen,
The numbers definitely don't
house
track week to
shows?
week.
Back then, he would probably he would wrestle house shows. You'd think.
Maybe, but not like 10 in a week. Not like 10 matches in a week.
not?
Like what?
so Goldberg
And WCW did it. WCW didn't do stuff. I don't know. Not everybody worked house shows, and Goldberg was kind of. I don't know.
I guess he was put in and was an instant star too.
But it was, yeah. You got put into top tier status. Sharon said she met Goldberg, couldn't even put her arms all the way around him.
Big dude. He's a big dude.
Sharon called Goldberg fat. We apologize to the Goldberg family. Those aren't our words, but those were Sharon's. Sorry.
Bill Goldberg's debut was on June 23rd, 1997.
And then
The actual day. We have it.
that's just like I said. Set up.
I have other ones
whole
written down.
run.
Want to hear?
I don't know how many we have. Or
Keith, give me
if
some,
you-
man. Let's
do you
go.
know any by chance first?
I'm going to you first.
Oh, you want me to
Yeah,
go?
I just
name one.
I have a
Let's talk about
list.
it.
So how many would you like me to
Just
say?
give me one off your list.
One so far?
man.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the surprise. My man R-Truth came in as Ron Killings on March 15th, 1997,
Into the biz or into WWE?
into the WWF at the time.
Wow.
So he's been there for a while.
He was Ron the Truth Killings when he joined the WWE.
Yes. No, Ron Killings.
He was Ron Killings.
Yes, and now he is known in WWE as R-Truth.
Well, I know he's known as R-Truth now.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was Ron
He was
Killings
K
in
Quick,
WWE.
He was
Okay, I
also
knew he was
K
K Quick.
Yes.
Like I thought,
'Cause I
but
knew-
when he was
'cause
K
he
Quick,
went
I
to
thought it was-
Impact.
I think he was only 2 weeks of Ron Killings. Then they came up with K Quick.
Because I was gonna say, because then he went to Impact,
Yeah.
and then he became the NWA the first ever Black NWA
Right.
heavyweight champion,
and then
becoming a part of history.
early
times.
TNA though, like
2 times.
3 count.
Yeah, like back when it was TNA, when it was an affiliate of the NWA before it became its own thing, took the belt, rebranded it,
Right.
and created its own lineage and history.
I can remember like when it was the weekly Wednesday pay per view. Like,
Oh,
they
bro,
were like
man.
they were like $9.99 or whatever it was. Me and my grandpa would watch them.
Cool. It was
And
cool.
like having a alternative that quick to the WWE was pretty cool too. Because like you know me, I grew up watching WCW. So
Dog, WD, I always love having the alternative. I don't think it's necessarily I like it better. It's just it's always fun to see something that's
different.
challenging the quote unquote
Mhm.
system.
I agree with that. DX debuted in '97.
DX dog, one of the greatest faction that changed the history. Bro, it changed wrestling because it made stables and factions, at least in American wrestling. Like it helped. It was one of the big two.
The
October 3rd, 1997.
this one will be a little bit later. It's still the X though, but it's still the later formation. But when they took the Army Jeep thing to the doors of the Norfolk Scope, and then later on, like in interviews, you find out that like they said Kevin Nash and Scott Hall were literally right on.
Oh
the
yeah,
other
they were
side.
friends though.
I
Like
know,
it was
like,
the
right on
click,
the other
man. It was
side.
that low key stuff.
Like to know that, like they said they were really trying to get into the building. Like I think they would have.
Well, they drove right up. They were like, "Hey,
They
what's
said
going
in an
on?"
interview that he considered letting them in multiple times just to see how it would work.
Well, it's not like so. Like, here's the thing, right? Like, are you gonna jump them? Because it's still
No.
technically a business.
Right.
Like, you let them through the front door. You can't beat them.
Right. Well, now that you let them in, now you have to let them go talk.
You don't have to, like, but you should.
Right.
You should,
Sure.
but you don't have to.
That's fair.
Man, all right. So let's see. In '97, a debut to the business, right? Like a big one. You had the Dudley Boys. That is their official coming into the biz of wrestling was '97. Or is that it might be, I don't think it's WWE, yeah.
The ECW.
But that's when they started. Ugh, I'm just looking up stuff on my phone. I didn't come prepared today.
That's okay. But if you're talking about the Dudleys,
But I think that was
watched-
their time in like WWE.
they went to WWE in '99, I
Was it
believe.
99? So yeah, ECW '97, man. But like Devon and Bubba Ray specifically
Being
in that
put
French because
together.
they started out in the Dudley family, man, which is a great gimmick.
That is sign guy. Sign guy. Spike.
Big Dick.
Spike.
Big Dick.
That was his name. It's been Big Dick Dudley. That was.
Bubble Ray.
Daddy Dudley had a baby in
Because-
every town.
Yeah, dog. Anywhere Daddy Dudley went, dog, Daddy Dudley didn't wear a rubber.
Did the Dudley,
So how many women did Daddy Dudley do?
All of them.
That's the correct answer, actually.
Wild.
Spike Dudley. I love
Bro,
Spike.
Spike was so good. Brother Runt, man. That's what they call them in Impacts.
Yep.
Glitter bombs. Glitter World said glitter bombs.
Glitter bombs.
Any other debuts? What do you got?
Go for it. Well, here's not a superstar debut,
Okay.
but a debut. The
Okay.
Titantron made its debut in 1997.
It's one of the greatest.
That is one of the biggest.
when it changed,
debuts.
when it changed the landscape from the little dingy RA Raw logo, you know what I mean?
I do. I love the Titantron.
Stage presence.
I love the Titantron, and it's so big, and without it, my favorite piece of stage accessory would never exist. But like,
That's a good
God, like I love Titantron, right? Like the Titantron is amazing
Mhm.
because it gave us videos. It created like dog. It just added a new element. It made entrances more important.
Oh yeah.
It helped make somebody who wasn't maybe that pizzazzy better. Like
That way they were able to do I guess you could have showed it on screens anyway, but the Titantron, when they did the Mick Foley, or well, not Mick Foley, but Mankind, Dude Love, and Cactus Jack interview together.
that was dope.
Like,
Yeah.
they wouldn't have been able to do that at a regular show.
No,
I
you
don't
couldn't
think.
do that live. You couldn't have Mick sit with Mick and Mick.
Right, but like,
It'd be really weird.
I'm talking about the
It'd be
Titantron
talent.
wise. There would be nowhere to show it on a screen.
That's what I'm
inside
saying,
the
yeah.
arena.
Maybe the top
The
thing,
scoreboard thing, yeah.
but if you're sitting low, you can't see that.
You just
Sweet,
hear it.
you just spent a lot of money
You
for a
look- you
crappy
just
seat
look
now.
up
Right.
And nothing, but you hear it.
But
That's
yeah,
really-
the
that
Titantron,
is one of the biggest entrance debuts that I've
and then
heard.
Shouts out from Vibe on Purpose saying loves us, loves our show. Me making it better and golden.
Golden.
It's hey man, facts are facts.
Yes,
I like it.
Don't get mad. I'm just reading the words of our fans.
So
I just
Go ahead,
Go
name
through
another
a
one,
few- Go
Keith.
through a few of these.
Yeah, this is what we do. We go in a circle. I mean, like, I want to talk about that FU show coming up
Oh,
this
I do want to talk
weekend
about that
because
too.
that's going to be baller AF.
This Friday.
That is Friday. This Friday, bro. 4 days away. 4 long, it's 4 24-hour periods that are going to feel like they're 56 hours each. And that's how it is when it's one of your babies going down, dog, and you're in charge. And the liability and lawsuits are all on you.
And
Oh, man.
we don't
I'm
want
getting
anything to
PTSD.
I'm gonna go with March 10th, 1997, with Dennis Rodman.
Oh, the worm, dog.
he debuted. He wrestled. He's a NWO for life.
Yeah.
Homie, one of my favorite matches from like the Attitude Era, like the I don't want to call it the Attitude Era because it's not a WWE match even, but like that era of wrestling, the Monday Night Wars era, you know, Rodman versus Macho Man, dog. Like what? That was a real pay-per-view match. That is-
Quality match.
But it was not a pay-per-view, bro. Like it was Dennis Rodman versus the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Like, what the hell was life?
What were they
Basically,
thinking?
Rodman said, "If you guys want me to come in to wrestle you, I have to have my dream match."
Like, bro, I
That's it.
get to
Macho
fight the
Man.
Macho Man,
You
dog.
gotta
Let
let
me fight the Macho
You get to
Man.
go straight for it. If it's happening, this is what I want first.
If I'm not getting the Macho Man, I'm not doing it. And they're like, shit. All right, you're about to win an NBA
I
championship.
just see
It's
him
fine.
on a thing on Sports Center, ESPN thing, and it said his life fucking achievements. The bottom
The
one was
the
member of
NWO for life.
NWO.
Yeah, because that's real, dog. Like, listen, it says 6 or what is it, like 3 NBA titles,
Yep.
right? And was a member of the NWO.
Fucking awesome. I wish I could have said I was a
I
member
feel
of
like that's in
NWO.
every like when he gets inducted in the Basketball Hall of Fame, right?
It's
Blah
for
blah
life.
blah rebounds, blah 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 blah, and a member of the New World Order, the Worm, Dennis Rodman.
Listen, the fact that they got Karl Malone as well to tag with DDP
Dog, that was an
my
insane, like,
in the time frame of when Utah and Chicago were going at it.
bro. Like for real, like if you look, like WCW was on the pulse, right? Like if something was happening, they tried to make it happen, right? And they did. Like that can't happen now. You couldn't have an athlete, right, who's actively a star basketball player currently playing in the championship rounds
Right.
of the
and
sport
skips practice to go to
to
Nitro.
just go to Nitro to practice wrestling. Like what? That would never happen. That wouldn't be allowed in today's day and age. Right. But you know what? He went, played a hard game of basketball, won a championship, dog. Go the Worm. Go Dennis Rodman. One of the
Awesome.
greatest celebrities
Fantastic.
to ever do wrestling.
And like that was big though. Like I remember we got
It
that
was
tape
all
when we were
over
kids.
Leno, bro, because Leno got involved with wrestling at some point, dog.
Yeah,
Was it 97?
I believe it was in
For
in that
97 was a
same
good
time.
year for stuff. Like, but yeah, man, it's go Dennis Rodman. That's all I'm saying.
Member of it.
What do you
Member
got?
of the NWO.
Favorite basketball player, favorite member of the NWO, favorite Chicago Bull,
I like
also favorite Detroit Piston. What up?
There you go.
Already. With that being said, what was your next pick? Want me to go again?
Yeah, I want you to go again.
Yeah,
All
go
right.
ahead.
All
You
right,
got
all
more
right, all right.
debuts.
That's
I
fair.
had a couple.
I had like a whole 7 plus some extra. We'll go with Test October 26th, 1997.
October what?
October 26th, 1997.
All right, what is special about this date?
Well, it's
Wait,
just
what
the
do you know
debut
what
of
day?
Test.
Oh, the debut of Test.
Yes.
Man.
Like
That
cut
was
too
his-
short,
that was
man.
his,
Test.
debut in the WWF.
I really liked watching Test when I was younger. The big boot. He could do the
So
big.
I can't
boot.
even lie to you too, dog. Like I don't know what it was, but like as like a kid, I loved Test.
I don't know whether it was his entrance music. Test.
It wasn't.
This is
It
the
definitely
test.
for me was not his entrance because I remember
With the big
making
boot,
jokes
man.
about that music. But like I liked Test. Like he had the look, he had everything. He was a little bit bigger too than than the Rock
The story
because he was tall and then he
Right.
was big.
The
he was talented.
Un-Americans, That was fun.
The storyline.
I didn't hate him with short hair.
Me either.
Or long hair. Like you could
Stacy
give me
Keibler.
Test anyway, and I'm fine with it. You know.
Stacey
He was
Keibler
just
as
fun
his
to watch.
manager with his testicles.
Oh, with the
That was-
testicles,
that
bro.
was his-
TNA, Test and Albert. Who doesn't love Test and Albert, dog? I love Test and Albert.
One of the biggest and best storylines was Test Stephanie and Hunter.
Oh, dog,
match.
the biggest
wedding.
the biggest beta male cuck storyline ever presented on television.
Yep.
Whether or not you believe in that stuff or not, like
She
dog,
says yes.
it was crazy. You know what I mean? Like that was an interesting story. Was that 97?
Yes, it was.
That was 97. That's my pick. Let's just keep it rolling right into that. Man,
That's a good one.
talk about entertainment, but something you could not do today.
For sure.
Oh my god.
You
The
would
Undertaker
definitely
was
get in
about
trouble
to
for that.
crucify.
Was that night the
I
dark
I
wedding?
think that's 98.
Or is that 98?
99.
'Cause that
was
could be
the test of
98.
That wedding.
I got something for 1997.
Oh shit, Gilly
That
making a rare
semi has to
appeal.
do with wrestling only
Okay,
because
ready.
of nowadays.
Ready?
Darren McCarty was winning his first Stanley Cup
All right.
in
Okay.
1997.
Shout out
There you
T Mac,
go.
friend of
LGRW.
BrainJerk Entertainment,
love
man.
the boy
Him
D-Mac.
Thursday and Friday night at wrestling.
This
Oh,
is
bro.
true.
Shout out to
Give
Bro,
him-
him.
give
love
him-
Darren,
give him a
dog.
big hug.
D Mac
Love
brand
D-Mac.
weed.
D-Mac is the best.
Darren McCarty.
Looking forward to
Is
having him on the show
97 that
soon.
famous? Is that the year with that famous shot of him scoring his only goal in hockey? Was that year?
97 was the year he beat the
So-
shit out of Claude Lemieux.
That's very true.
Why you guys say it to me like that? I'm not
Because it's
related to
awesome.
Claude Lemieux. It didn't offend me. I was like, what? Like, I don't care.
This gets me hype. I love going back and watching that fight.
Yeah, but it was unprofessional. It's whatever. No, I love Derek.
There's
Listen,
fighting in
dog.
hockey.
Listen. I'm not a big hockey guy, but like Darren McCarty got me into the Red Wings for a little bit because it was all about just beating the
Well,
crap out of people.
One of my favorite things about that whole fight with the Avalanche is towards the end, like, dude, you weren't going.
I thought that was 96. Was that 97? The
Ni-
the bloodbath?
Yeah, I believe. Oh my, it
I
might
thought
have
that
got
was
hit.
96.
Sure, it's not. Either way, but he
But he
goes
did
and-
win a
D-Mac
championship in
goes and
97,
sits
so it's
in the-
rough.
after that fight with the Avalanche, when D-Mac goes and sits in the box, like, bro, you're not sitting in the box. You're going. You're ejected from the game, dude. You just beat the crap out of somebody, like brutally.
Bro, you just like almost murdered that guy.
You're not.
No, I'm gonna
getting a
chill
penalty.
here. No, you're going to jail. We have questions. Oh,
We're leaving.
oh,
Sit in
my
the penalty
bad.
box.
Sorry.
You don't get to come back out on ice.
I don't get to play anymore.
I
I'll
love
get,
D-Mac.
I'll get to play nice anymore. Oh,
You
Well, not a
pack- you pack your
debut, but I got to
Gatorade.
retire.
a retirement in
What do we got?
'97.
Gorilla Monsoon,
Oh,
like, did his last duties as president.
the gorilla
and then,
monsoon
like,
retirement.
Passed away only a few years later, but dude, I
He
I
also
can
got
hear
added to
his
the Hall of
voice
Fame
in my head
2
right
years after
now.
that.
And then Vince.
Dog, him and Heenan, bro, used to be
Yes.
like, but that's not '97. But that's still like,
Well, older than that. he
but you
just
know what I?
retired.
But I like that. Those two, like, they're one of my favorite
It's like
commentary
you can-
duos.
I can hear Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon just like I can hear JR and King together, or Taz and Michael Cole, which was
Agree.
a wonderful.
Taz and Michael Cole is a low
Taz
key
Cole
underground
is
pick of like
fantastic.
best commentary duo, man. Like they
because
they
you
low key
always had
killed it.
Taz, no matter what, if he was a good guy or a bad guy on commentary, just making fun of Cole or laughing at anything that happened to Michael Cole. And I could hear his laugh. Did you hear that, Cole?
Heard that.
All right, Keith, what do you got next,
What
buddy?
you got, buddy? What you
You
got?
just went. So just mentioned.
You got a retirement?
I don't.
I got
sadly.
retirement.
You do?
Oh, I don't.
Oh, I don't.
Bro, man, I don't.
I just thought that was a neat
I looked
one.
at your list. I know you just don't have a retirement in there.
I have matches, top moments,
All right, hit me with a match. Hit us
debuts,
with a
and
match.
some other ones. A match. Ooh, all right. One of my favorite was In Your House Canadian Stampede, which was the Hart Foundation versus Team USA, which consisted of Ken Shamrock, Goldust, the Legion of Doom, and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Who won?
I believe.
Hopefully, Team USA. Just kidding.
I can't really remember, to be honest, but I'm pretty sure it was them. Did I write it down over here? I did not.
All right. So Team USA in your house. That was so cool. The concept.
Oh, bro, I
In
love
Your
the in your
House.
houses. They're like
Really
little.
good.
They were like little. But so like
They
it's
didn't
like
even
freaking-
name them at first.
No, it was just
called In Your
WWE in
House.
your house. Like I think there was a video game WWE in your house.
I did. I had it for PlayStation.
Yeah,
PS1.
like I think yeah, like It was literally just that. It was just a in your house type
Just in
thing.
your house fight. Matches. What kind of matches? we
Little
got, fellas?
I just
mini-
watched Ultimo Dragon versus Rey Mysterio at Spring Stampede 1997, and that kicked off the show. But it was just back and
WCW.
forth all through the match. And of course, they were talking about Dean Malenko and Eddie Guerrero, you know, the whole cruiserweight division. And you have Tony Schiavone saying, "We got the world's best cruiserweight division right here on all the world."
WCW.
WCW. I always talk about WCW.
I know, but you didn't say
I do
your
got
line.
one. I do got one
Alrighty,
finally. I
let's
got
see-
one finally.
see
I
what
got
you
one
got.
finally. So
I'm ready.
1997
Alright.
brought the introduction of it brought in wrestlers. It also debuted
Okay,
match type.
that's true.
That's here forever.
Okay.
And that's the Hell in a Cell. Like you thought a cage match was cool. What if we just put a cage around the ring
Ring.
plus
And put a roof on it.
and
That's
put a
what it
roof
was.
so it's not freaking go
That's what
outside.
it was.
We're
What's better than
we're
a steel
loosely
cage? Put a
quoting
roof on
Vince
it.
McMahon.
What?
We're loosely quoting Vince McMahon.
Put a roof on it.
That's
Put a
exactly what
roof
it
on
was.
it, or you're fired.
How do you
You're
keep it
fired.
or how do you make it better?
Put a roof on it. Man. You had the first
Uh,
ever Shawn versus Taker.
And that match was
really
absolutely-
good.
really
That was
good, but
awesome.
the
Problem is-
devastating.
The problem with that match, though, and it
The,
sucks,
the
right?
match doesn't get
It's
any
because
credit
the
now.
second Hell in a Cell ever,
Is
a man
how
gets thrown off the freaking top of it.
Can I just
and
mention-
then threw it, and then fucking the
All of
chair.
it.
I'm not laughing at Mick, you know what I mean, but it's
That
happened
was the
so
second
many
one.
years ago.
Did-
It's a comedy of errors. You know what I mean? It is,
really
The match
really
is brutal,
is.
but also
Pretty sure
even
Undertaker-
but it's so
pretty
people
good.
don't remember the
Undertaker
match
broke
per
his
se
ankle
because
trying to jump off. Or
He
jump
thought he
down.
murdered a
no,
dude.
he
bro.
wrestled that match with a broken ankle.
There's literally a moment
He
where
already
he
had
just,
the broken ankle, and it just made it worse.
when he jumped down.
And then they start taking the fucking. They take up the Hell in a Cell to bring the gurney in, and Undertaker's just on the Hell in a Cell as it's rising. I'm like, dude, this
yeah,
is
so they were
he's
so-
still up
He's
there.
still up
Guys,
there.
trying to
This
have
is
him hurry up and
dangerous.
get in the ring so they could bring it back down for him.
It just kept getting better and better.
Can I just
And
mention
better.
that
No.
is also in your house pay per view? It was Bad Blood.
It was,
Bad
but
Blood
they gave it
97?
its own Bad Blood. They tried to pitch it
but
it
it's
was a little
the
bit more
match is
special.
overshadowed by Kane debuting too.
That's also true.
Yeah,
Like
because Kane. Oh
Everybody
my
forget-
God! It's gotta
It's
be
gotta be
Kane.
It's gotta be Kane.
I'm gonna go with another in your house pay per view. This is Fatal 4-Way, and it's Bret Hart.
Oh my
Stone
God.
Cold, The
What-
Undertaker,
What
and
a
Vader.
yeah! What a just
That's a
random
dogfight.
foursome, bro. That's such a match.
Like that's a
But it was just an in your house pay per view.
yep, right.
Fatal
The-
4-Way.
Some of
Random.
the shit that we got to see just growing up that you're like,
Why? But all right.
this is crazy that we saw this, and now people are like, oh, that would be like a dream match. Now I'm like, we saw shit like that.
Oh, yeah,
we
that
saw
was-
dream
It
matches.
happened all the time, but it wasn't on a it randomly happened. It
Mhm.
wasn't just in your house pay per view. Oh man, we need to fill it. We need to fill a date here and just make some ticket sales type stuff. Yeah, just give them Vader, Austin, Taker,
Hey,
Hart, whatever. It's
sounds
fine.
like
Put him in a fatal four.
Sounds like
Fatal
fantasy
four-way
booking with
match.
Scotty.
There's not enough Big Murph in that for it to be. be
that would have been Stone Cold, Vader,
Big
Undertaker,
Murph,
and
Big
Shawn
Murph, Big
Michaels
Murph, Big
versus
Big Murph.
Oh, okay.
in a 4v1.
In a Fatal 4-Way versus
Hardcore.
1. Hardcore death match.
7 out of 8 falls.
7 out of 8 falls.
Barbed wire,
Hard wire ring.
landmine death match.
An infernal death match.
Oh man.
The only way the only way he wins is if
And
he's
it's a
on
crash
fire
division
and
match.
dies.
They have to perform a top
Division.
rope move to be able to secure a pin.
Oh, it's a crash. It's a
But it's
crash
also on
division.
fire.
And then there's fire.
And then there's fire
How
for
did
no
you get on the top
reason.
rope if there's fire?
They jumped.
They jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
there's,
made-
there's just
That
fire.
was a silly question.
To keep people off the ropes and away from it.
Well, keep
Was
you
it
from
not?
climbing. You have to jump on top of the
Okay.
ring.
Yeah.
You just
You know
hop up there
how
and hop
RVD?
off?
Yeah,
you know how
yeah.
You only get a
RVD
certain
just
amount of
hops up?
time.
He looks at the ring, the crowd, and just hops up.
Yeah, but that's
That's
what
what
I'm
you
saying.
gotta
You got
do.
a certain amount of time. You got like 5
No,
seconds
you
to
just got to
and then
hop, or else
off.
you're gonna get burnt by hot fire. I don't
Hey,
understand.
Gilly, you're 10 minutes.
Let's each do one more match and then we'll do a moment or two.
We'll do.
I
What,
got a few
I want to
moments
talk
that
about
are good.
FU. So let's
Yeah.
each do one quick one, and then we'll call
Let's
it.
do a top moment then.
Okay.
Okay,
And then
but
we'll-
everybody's actual favorite part about 1997.
Listen, Bret Hart going off on Vince McMahon, like Vince told him he could say, "Go ahead and say whatever you want." So he's out there fucking cussing up a storm with the cage.
When he
No,
does the-
that's the screw job. This is before the screw job.
Oh, yeah.
Where his character is frustrated. He wasn't frustrated yet. His character is frustrated.
Oh,
And
this is when the Hart Foundation goes heel.
Yes,
Yeah,
and he's just going off on Vince. And it's the blue cage, and it's only halfway there. The ring is all
He
destroyed.
spit on him. The
He
loogie,
spit
the
on
loogie,
Vince.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then just goes off on him, and you'd think it was a shoot because it looks like a shoot because it's what he was saying is what he wanted. Like you won't give me the money I want my freedom, this and that. So Brett going off on Vince is always sits free in my head.
Bro, I also have a Bret Hart, right? Like Bret Hart in general, huge part of 97. Dog, because like my moment comes back to Bret, and I'm a WCW guy, but you freaking go the double turn. Bret and Austin, dog. Like
The
you
double
go,
turn.
one goes in a face,
Yep.
one goes in a heel, and then the other, then one comes out the opposite, the other comes out the opposite. It changed the game, man. Austin's there bleeding in the sharpshooter,
That's
just blood pouring, not
iconic.
tapping. Solidified, man. Bret Hart heel turd. It was so good. 97, man.
I was 5.
I wasn't born yet. But my moment is December 15th, 1997. It involves Stone Cold and The Rock. And it's when Stone Cold threw The Rock's personal Barama Bull title in the river.
I love that belt.
Didn't that happen in Detroit? Isn't it the Detroit River that it
Yeah.
gets thrown
I
in?
think so.
Yeah.
It really,
Yeah.
that happened at the
Fun fact, actually.
Like
I totally forgot that, but yeah.
some of the
I thought you
biggest
were gonna
moments.
say like, oh, I found it while fishing.
No,
Like
fun
what?
fact,
No,
I
you
actually
did it.
have it,
You'd
but
be
no.
really rich right now.
No, that if I found that, that'd be safe.
So yeah, man. Hell of a show, guys. But again, this weekend, Friday,
Yes.
bro, the 12th, Renegades Bar and Grill, Garden City, Michigan. Your boy, his promotion, FU Wrestling stands for us, For Us Wrestling. We got another show going on. You guys are going to be there. I'm going to be there. It's going to be a party. There's a crap ton of matches. I'm just going to give a rundown if that's cool, Scotty.
Absolutely.
If that's
I'm
cool,
here for
Keith,
it.
man.
Sure.
No particular order because, it's whatever. But you got it's going to be May. You got our champion, FU champion, Adam effing Wick, taking on 12 Gauge. We got a double debut, man. Big Bryce Sullivan, man. Your boy's boy.
Your boy's
He's coming in, taking on the technical machine known as Keith Cream. That's not his moniker. I'm just giving him those props. Dude can wrestle, dog. You're going to love that. He can go. You got a nice 6-man tag because we love 6-man stuff. We got trios belts. Trio stuff's cool.
Love it. Sounds
Bro,
awesome.
tag teams are cool, right? So what if you just make it a trio? So that was my
Add
thought.
One more person.
That was my thought, bro. What if you just add one more?
We were the tag team.
It
now we're the
could
trios.
be good. And see, exactly. Look,
Just
now
did.
we're a trio. Like that was my thought. Like now we're adding tag belts, but we did it backwards.
you added
We did it
trios
backwards.
titles
We had
before-
trios before tag. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. You got to, man. You got to pay that money before we can get those belts, guys. Let's go. We got our first ever official women's division match. We've had women wrestle, but like it's FU, dog. We don't care about gender norms. So like they were just beating up the boys and stuff. But now we're gonna start a women's division, and we're starting it off with the battle of the relentless ones. As you got Ray Larson v Heather Blue, Both of them making scenes on the indie scene, dog. Trying to think.
I've heard of Heather Blue. She wrestled on AEW before, right? Was she on like an
No, no.
Elevation or Dark?
Mm-mm. I'm wrestling. That was Sky. I'm wrestling on this show.
Well, that makes me happy.
Yeah, I'm in a tag team match with my crew, The Outset. My boy Jason, it's my tag partner. He's from ROH days, like OG days. He was part of the set. Now he's in The Outset. That was me. I was clever.
I like
it's
that.
it's like Outcast. It's cool. We're coming out the bombs over Baghdad. I like it. I don't care. And we're taking on this dude known as Flat Earth Rivera. He's stupid because he thinks the Earth's flat, so you'll like him.
I love
He's probably
that
your
guy.
favorite guy already, and you've
I
never.
don't even know.
You've never
He
seen
is
him.
beating your ass, Jeremiah.
Wow.
He is going to take you from one end of this earth to the other.
Oh man, and he's teaming with Atlas Hightower. That's great. I love that. Just because of his, here's a match you guys will know somebody in though. I'm 1,000%.
I've heard of Atlas Hightower.
Atlas Hightower is good, man. Good wrestler from the Michigan area. But our main event, I'll tell you our main event, dog. We got a 4-way. It's a reverse elimination match. So the first person to score, what's that mean?
Yeah.
It means the first person to score a pinfall's done for the night. They can go home. They won first place. And they get to be in the main event of our biggest show of the year, Oops All Bangers 2. Second
All
place.
bangers too.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, our
Okay.
entire WrestleMania-esque level event is based on cereal. Promoting wise.
I'm all about it.
I know. It's like, man, what's the most wrestling thing? Cereal.
In sync.
Oh, bro, this
That's
show is
fucking
also based on
spectacular.
NSYNC.
Perfect.
Listen, man, wrestling's pop culture heavy, dog. Like we said earlier, it's anything, everything, nothing, but it's wrestling. But here you go. Get ready for this. Because, like, all right. So you got up and coming young kid, man, Solo. He's been going all over the bigger promotions in the state, taking on Tommy Vendetta,
Very nice.
taking on the Great Tiger, taking on the most dangerous man in Michigan.
Your uncle is gonna be
My
there.
uncle
I'm
is
so
gonna
happy. That
be
makes me
there.
really happy.
Yes,
DBA is
man.
my favorite. I'm sorry. I love you, Jeremiah.
I know,
DBA is
man,
my
but
favorite.
he's my favorite. First of all, listen, I won't
King
set my
Love,
arm
the
on fire.
TBA.
I won't set my arm on fire, so I understand why he's your favorite. I have hair and product in it that I'd be like an Oopa dog. I'd be lit up, dog. It'd look like the Michael Jackson Pepsi commercial. It'd be bad, you know.
That is gonna be a banger.
It's gonna be fire,
That is gonna be
man.
one wild.
It's gonna be fire, and
Okay, so the first person to score pinfall wins.
they win, and they can go, and then it becomes a
It's triple
three-way
threat- a triple
to
threat.
decide the our People's Championship #1 contender. That's the name of the belt. It's the People's Champion
Who's the
Championship.
People's champion?
The People's Champion Championship, the PCC, dog. It's really not that hard. Listen, the People's Champion holds the People's Championship. All right, it's really
People's
easy.
Champion holds the People's Championship.
I got it.
It's that simple. Like how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
All of it.
Correct answer.
Okay.
But I digress. Oops, all bangers. Or I'm sorry. It's gonna be May this Friday. Doors open at 6. Renegades Bar and Grill. That's freaking 33729 Ford Road, Garden City, Michigan. Again, doors at 6. Show at 6:45. Open bar, open kitchen. Come drink, eat, get merry, have a vibe, hang out. They're green friendly.
And watch some people
That's a
beat
good
each
thing.
other.
Oh yeah,
It's a
and
very
bro,
good
and
thing.
watch entertaining wrestling, right? Like it's a different vibe than all the shows you guys go to. Like you guys are gonna see it this Friday. You're gonna be like, oh god damn. Be like, yeah. We're like, you know how like everything's mostly a family show, and I'm not hating on the family show. I love the family show.
For sure.
We're not,
I like
but
it.
but we're not bloody. You know what I mean? You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. But with that, guys, it's that time. We got to call it a night. We got to wrap it up. The new Squared Circle Shenanigans, the Trios division of wrestling podcasts now, you know.
I like it.
I do. I'm here for it. I am all game. We gotta need to change this up. We need to get Jeremiah's picture added right here.
Yeah,
Sweet.
for sure.
So
I'm gonna say,
let's go one
gotta-
more time with
Back
those
to-
sponsors,
let's
fellas.
Yeah, just read that
shout
list
out
off
loud to our
again.
Sponsors. Thank you to the Little Brown Jug, Amaya's Fresh Mexican Grill, 8 Mile Vodka, The Mint Cannabis, Mugsy's, Mineral Sports Center, Lane's Pizzeria, Deb's Floral, Ruthless Pro Wrestling, DTW, IWR, and Pro Wrestling Edge. Thank you all for
Thank
your
you,
love and
guys.
support, and we shall see you on the next episode.
Ooh. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
I said bye over here, but the mic wasn't.